And we're back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rosicle. I'm one of the hosts on the channel, and joined by my lovely host, in Ashley. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
My name's Nathaniel, and we're just a couple of nerds here with Rosicle, with Crack-A-Pack, with a Commander Masters pack. If you guys haven't seen these, this is a quick series where we just open a pack, see what we can get. We try to do packs of value, but part of this series is to convince you all packs are not worth it. Anyways, sometimes you open good stuff. Most of the time you don't. I can't crack into these because Nathaniel doesn't have, like, the special skills or whatever. So I'm going to pass it off to my lovely co-host. While I say, hey, if you guys haven't checked out the Rosicle channel, we got a lot of cool stuff. We've got magic videos, we've got gaming videos, we've got opinionated videos, we've got some TTRPG stuff over there. The whole point of the Rosicle channel is that we are just a couple of nerds here sharing all of our hobbies with you guys. And, yeah, we really love doing it. We love having you all. So, bam! We are in it. You guys should hit that subscribe button. And maybe we'll pull something really good here. All right. This is number 19, I think, which is crazy. Absolutely mind-boggling. All right, so this is our art card, because these are set boosters. This is back when we had a guaranteed art card. And this is Bribery.
Ooh,
So, there you go. Bribery.
I like it.
Alright, let's see if we have a token. We do. Starting out with a 2/2 cat token.
Okay.
Flipping it over into a 1/1 servo token.
All right, what do you think the cat's worth?
Cat is going to be worth 33 cents.
Wait, which cat is it?
It's this cat.
Okay. 45.
45. Nice.
What is the servo
1/1
worth?
servo is going to be 28.
43.
Wow. Alright. The token's worth a little something. Alright, into the pack. We pulled these ones from the back. If you guys didn't notice already, we do a little guessing game because, again, we're here to show you guys that these things are never worth really anything.
What do you think they're going to be worth?
A mountain here. This is mountain number, 448, I think is what that says. 448 at the bottom.
448. And which one is it?
It's normal.
Foil?
Nope.
Okay.
But it's old bordered. I think they're all old
What do you
bordered.
think it's worth?
I think it's worth 29 cents.
22.
22. Flippity-doo-dah. Bam! Ooh, okay, I can get behind this. It's a pretty Path of Ancestry. Full art for Path of Ancestry. I think that's a sliver-looking tree thing there, which would make sense because slivers are relatively popular.
Is it foiled or is it normal art?
It is just the normal Path of Ancestry. Tribe is the word I was looking for. Anyways, Path of Ancestry enters tapped. You can tap it to add 1 mana of your commander's color identity. And whenever you cast a creature that shares a type with your commander, you get to scry 1. So it's not as good as Command Tower, but it's something.
What's it worth?
The full art Path of Ancestry, I'm going to say it's worth 64 cents.
47.
Okay. Well, it's not worth a whole lot, but it is pretty. So,
yep.
There you go. Flipping into our commons now, we have Campfire. It's 1 mana artifact. You can pay 1, tap it to gain 2 life. You can pay 2, tap it, and exile it to put all commanders you own from the command zone and from your graveyard into your hand. Then shuffle your graveyard into your library. Very strange card.
Yep.
But I guess it could have its uses in some cases. I'm going to say that this is worth, 8 cents.
19.
19, nice. Firemind Vessel. 4 mana artifact. It enters tapped, and you can tap to add 2 mana of different colors. That's honestly not the end of the world.
That's not.
Relatively expensive mana rock, but a mana rock nonetheless. This could totally go in a deck. So I'm going to say 12 cents.
It is 12 cents.
Nailed that one. Ooh, Mirror Sire. I only go ooh because I actually have a bunch of these from back when me and my dad bought Magic cards and he taught me how to play. 2 mana, 1/1 artifact creature, Phyrexian Mirror. When it dies, you create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Mirror artifact creature token. It's fine, but nothing crazy. I'm going to call this one 5 cents.
12.
Really? That's more than I would have expected. All right. Go rolling with the punches here. I've got like 15 of these as well. Mirror Smith. 1 and a white human artificer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token.
What's it worth?
I'm going to say she's 7 cents.
6.
That was close. Swift Response. 1 and a white instant speed. Destroy target tapped creature.
What's it worth?
Swift Response. This is decent removal, but it's nothing grand. I'm going to call it 13.
3.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, dang. Drown in Sorrow, 1 and 2 black, sorcery. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn, and scry 1.
What's it worth?
5 cents.
14.
Return to Dust, 2 and 2 white, instant speed, exile target artifact or enchantment. If you cast it during your main phase, you may exile up to one other target artifact or enchantment. Decent removal, but I think I took this out of Sidar, so, you know, I already have one of these in general, but
What's it worth?
I'm going to say it's worth, I don't know, 30 cents?
12.
Damn. Wow. Worth, like, nothing.
Yep.
Okay, we'll take that. Path to Exile. Never hurts to have an extra Path to Exile on hand. Exile target creature. Its controller may search the library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle.
What's it worth?
Path is generally considered worse than Swords, so I'm going to say 70 cents.
$1.12.
Really?
Yes.
All right. We'll pass that off to be Sleeves just because it is over $1. Flipping into our next one here. Ooh. Well, we saw what it was, but it has flown all over the place. Here we go.
I messed up the stack. I'm sorry.
It's okay, darling. It's not the end of the world. All right. Judith the Scourge Diva. 1, a black and a red human shaman 2/2. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Judith the Scourge Diva deals 1 damage to any target. Is honestly probably pretty valuable in like a Sacrifice Aristocrat style deck. So I'm going to say at uncommon she's 17 cents.
14.
That was close-ish. Alright. Zada, Hedron Grinder. We're getting unlucky here. This is another, like, 2 rare pack, I think. So.
I think so.
Zada, Hedron Grinder, 3 and a red. Legendary creature, Goblin Ally, 3/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Zada, Hedron Grinder, copy that spell for each other creature you control. Oh, this guy goes crazy. That the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures.
What's it worth?
This is actually a really fun card, so I'm glad I have this, even if he's not worth much. I'm going to say Zada's worth... Oh, goodness. I have a couple versions of him, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to say 11 cents.
9.
But he's fun and powerful. That's an example of value not being associated with power.
Yeah.
Flipping here into a rare, not one that I've heard of, though. Godo Bandit Warlord, 5 and a red, human barbarian 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an equipment card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Whenever Godo attacks for the first time each turn, untap it and all samurai you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase.
What do you think he's worth?
Godo?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound great. I'm going to say 24 cents.
97.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, he comes in just shy of $1. Mind you guys, these packs cost about 13 to 15 bucks. So this is our evidence, typically, of don't buy these. Okay, that's not a bad card, though. I'll pass it. Sapphire Medallion. It's a 2-mana artifact that says blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
What do you think it's worth?
I think the medallions are worth a bit, so I'm going to say this one's $4.12.
361.
361. But again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we did not make up the $15. Unless we get a crazy pull in our foil slot. Shkablang! Nope, it's common. Foiled Snakeskin Veil, though, which is pretty cool. Single green, and you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn.
What do you think it's worth?
Foiled, this version of Snakeskin Veil, I'm going to say 24 cents.
It is 14.
14. And that's the pack.
That's
that went
crazy.
relatively quickly, I
That
feel
did,
like, but-
actually. We recorded that one fast.
Yeah, we are flying through this one. So there you guys have it. Another pack that's coming in. What is this coming in at? About $4?
Just about $4.
Again, you pay basically like $15 for these, and it's basically because there's a chance of pulling like a very few $30 or $40 cards, and then the rest is up to you pulling stuff like this. So again, if you're gonna spend $15, just go buy the $15 card that you want. And that being said, we're still here to be positive and enjoy the cards we did get. There's a couple cards in here I didn't actually know existed, like this Godo, and I forgot about Zada. And Swift Response seems decent for how cheap it is, but it's fine. I have a bunch of these, so I don't really need more of them. And I like the Firemind Vessel. I'm going to say my favorite card is... I'm going to say my favorite card is Zada. I think it's a really cool effect. Very unique, very stands out pretty well. So I'm just going to move the token off of the camera. Boop. I'll say my favorite is Zada, and I'm going to say my least favorite is... I'm going to go with Mirsire. I recognized it, but it does, like, nothing. In my opinion.
I'm gonna go with the blue spells.
As your favorite?
Yeah, because I
Alright.
put that in my deck. That'd be nice.
Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Yeah, it's kind of like... It's worse than a talisman because it doesn't make colored mana. Like, it's
No.
1 colorless less to cast. But if you cast 2 or 3 blue spells in a turn, it actually was...
Does
It
more
gave you
for you.
3 mana worth
Yeah,
of...
exactly.
So, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. Any Hoosiers?
And then my
Alright.
least favorite is probably also Mirsire.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just doesn't do a lot.
All right. We'll throw that one right there for you then. All right, well, that's another Crack-A-Pack. That's 19 down. What we want to know from you guys is what was your favorite and least favorite card of the pack, whether it lines up with us or not. And also, like we said earlier, if you haven't subscribed, liked, commented, any and all of it is greatly appreciated. We've been marching towards 200 subscribers. We might have made it by the time that this releases.
Who knows?
But if we haven't, you could be the special one. And if we have, you could help us get to that next milestone. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you guys in whatever comes next. I think that's everything, though.
I think it is.
All right, well, until then, may those rolls be ever in your favor. We'll see you guys next time. Peace
Peace out.
out.
Bye, y'all.